this angle isn't too crazy, but it's what we have. So clearly my brain is rebooting today. So we're going to be attaching everything together in this video, which is really exciting. I mean, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching another video. Don't be afraid to like and subscribe and press that notification button if you're interested in crafting, in crocheting, in design. Join join the fun and the experimenting. That's what I love to do, and that's what we're going to be doing a lot on this channel. So thank you for watching and thanks for clicking, and without further ado, let's get into attaching this bodice. For those who are new and this is probably your first video, you might want to go watch the first part to this video. This is about me designing an outfit for my baby shower, and I am crocheting the top, and these past two videos have mostly been about crocheting this top. We're at the stage of joining it, but if you want to see the beginning stages of crocheting the parts, the first part, which is the bralette part, you can head over to my first video and see what that is, and if you're interested, and then you could come back and watch this video so you kind of don't have to play catch up. But yeah, let's get into joining this second part and completing the rest of the bodice. Okay guys, it's not really looking too good. I got ahead of myself. I chose a stitch that kind of bloused too much. I realized too late how much it bloused and how much I didn't want it to do that. I tried to decrease stitches, and unsurprisingly it started bulking up. I was doing this yesterday and I was looking at it and I was like, I'm gonna have to undo this, and I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I don't. No, I do not have to. No, I do not. No, I don't. And I've come to accept that I do. I just didn't want to go back. So I'm going to undo all of this. That's the beauty of crocheting. I can undo all of this. And I'm even going to start with a different band, because I think that was the root of the problem. Trying to decrease from this band. Everything was just too wide. You live and you learn, guys. This is a day of work gone. But I want it to look good. I want it to be a piece of clothing that I'm going to wear. And I do have, in theory, I could cut it off and just start from this, but I don't know. I want it to be long, so I don't want to, mess the possibility of only using one skein of yarn for this project. So I'm going to undo all of this, and it's attached to the strap, so I'm just gonna do that and then scrap the strap, put the strap aside, and start with a stitch I like. This is the stitch I ended up liking. If you look close, you could see that I did a variation of the double stitch where I did it twice, and then where I did it twice, I think this one's here, and then just a lot of different other stitches that just didn't work out. This is the spider stitch. It doesn't read well with this yarn. I think the yarn is too fuzzy. So yeah, we're starting over. This is how we're beginning this video. Me starting over. And I have learned my lesson. I should have just stopped yesterday. But now I have more work to do by undoing all this. Learn from me, guys. Alright, I'll see you when I'm done undoing all of this. Alright, all balled up, and you can see what band had looked like. And you can see the curves in it. It needed to be flat. So take two. Okay, so this is my band and this is the sides. This is the back of the band. I'm going to lace this together, which is why I'm leaving it this way for now. I am considering whether I want to do like a belt buckle kind of thing together or lace it. Haven't decided yet. But I am going to start with the front strip down this way. So I'm going to start with that. And if you're curious what I did, I chained my foundation chain. I did single crochet and then I did 3 rows of double crochets for my preferred band width. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. This is the side. This goes all the way around to the back, and obviously here is a bit bigger because of the fact that I'm pregnant, so my tummy is significantly bigger than it would be if I wasn't pregnant. But anyway, so this goes around like I needed to, and this is the back half that I've done here, and it's as long as I like it to be. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's as long as I like it to be. The issue I have here is that this isn't wide enough, and I don't think it's just because of my pregnant belly. I think it also just needed to be wider. And there's a few ways I want to go about that. I'm happy with the back because the back, you can see the mosquito flying there. The back is wide enough. This is half of the back, and then I'm going to repeat that on this end. It's going to come around there. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this. Unfortunately, it means I'm going to take all of this out up until here, until we meet the band. And let me tell you why. Let me show you why I need to do that. If you look at my stitches on the back here, I doubled up. And what I did to double up was I did 1 double crochet, then 2 into 1 loop, then 1, then 2 into 1 loop and 1. So that in itself added more chains. Then secondly, I started adding a chain on each end as I kept going down, and then I started adding more chains to the inside that's going to be under my armpit on this side, because this is the side seam, right? This is the back. Now if you look at a normal shirt, you would see that the arm's eye curves in, and the back is usually more shallow than the arm's eye in the front. So what I needed to do is create a bit of an arm's eye on the front, which is what I didn't do here, and I needed to double up on the stitches starting here so that I could have enough the panel itself could be wide enough. So I'm gonna undo all of this up until this point, because this is the width. This is the where the band starts, and then I started with double crochets here before I started going into this pattern. I know the reason why I'm gonna take it all out is because I want to double up from this stitch. I could start doing some here and come out and create it, but I feel like I'll have a better chance of just this panel being wider in general and not having to go back and add too much to the arm's eye to make it look a little more wonky. I'll use the yarn that I have here for the back portion of the other side. I think it will be enough, and then I'll start from the skein itself and fix the center. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll show you the rows that I did it in. Now you could do this. This is not a tutorial, but I'll show you how I go about making the arm's eye. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm about to start on the side panel. So I have my this is the stitch I need to start on, and this is for the back. So this is the other side of the back. First, I'm going to start with, this is all double stitch, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one double stitch in the first, like this, and then I'm going to go to the other loop and do 2, and then 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2, and I'm going to keep doing that all the way till I get to the end. And I want to make sure I have an uneven number of stitches, which is what should happen with going 1 2 1 2 1 2. I'm starting with a slip stitch, and then I am going to do a single crochet into that same stitch. So that's my 1. That's me starting with my 1, and after I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 3, and then I'm going to go into the stitch next to it and start my double crochet. So double crochet into the next chain. I'm going to do two double crochets. So now I have 3 because we're counting that chain 3, and then I'm just going to keep going across, going 1 into the next chain, 1 into the next chain, then 2 into the next chain. I'm going to keep doing that, 1 2 1 2 1 2. So for me, I ended with 33. I think this will depend on how long your strip is for yourself. So don't follow me too closely. I wear double XL usually in clothes, and so I'm tailoring everything to what I want. It depends on the stitch, but I end up with 33, and that's what I want because I need an uneven amount of numbers to do an even amount of chains in order to get this pattern and to end each end with a chain at the end. So that's why I want to make sure it's uneven. If you're doing a different type of stitch for your stuff, you might need it to be even. So now that I've extended that, on my next row, I'm just going to go about just doing double crochet, chain 1, then skip that chain, and then double crochet into the next chain after that. I'm gonna go about doing that. Chain 3, 1 2 3, turn your work. Gets interesting turning this when you have all this. And then I skip this chain after that, and I go into the second chain. I work a double crochet into it. Then I chain 1, then skip that next chain, go into the chain after that. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to repeat that. Chain 1, skip that next chain. Okay, so we've gotten to the end of this one. So I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 3, turn your work, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start an increase. So I chain 3, I'm going to chain an extra 1, so that's chaining 4, and into the same stitch this came out of, I'm going to do a double crochet. So that makes 2 double crochets, and it kind of creates that same, it makes 2 double crochets, and it kind of creates the same illusion that we have here where it has the space. So we added 1 chain there, so then we chain 1 again, and then we continue going about like we would. So skip 1 chain, do double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, chain, do a double crochet into the other one, skip one, and you see we started that again. And I'll show you what we do when we get to the last chain. So we've gotten to our last chain here, and so we're going to chain one, and then we're going to do a double crochet into the last chain like you would. Okay. Double crochet into this last chain, and then we're going to increase here too. So chain one, and then we do a double crochet back into that like same chain. 1, 2. So now we've added a post on this side, and we've added a post on this side. So now we're moving to the next row, and for this next row, we're not going to add anything to what would be the center seam of the back anymore, which is on this end. We're only going to add posts to what will be the side seam, which is under the arm, which will join up with the front piece. Right, I'll do this pattern all the way across, and then when I get to the end here, I'll chain 2 double crochets into the last post, and I'm going to do that for the next I'm going to do that 2 more times for the next 2. So I'm doing that for the next 2 rows only on the side seam, and then I'll just continue with a straight without increasing anymore after those 2 rows. Okay, so now that I've finished the back piece, I am going to start the both back pieces. I am going to start by doing my double crochets over here, and I'm going to do 1, 2, alternate going with 1 double crochet, then 2, 1, then 2, 1, then 2, and so that I could end with an uneven number. So I'll see when I'm done doing that. So this is certainly wider than it was before, and now I'm going to increase 3 more rows, like similar to what I did in the back, on both sides, and then I think it may be wide enough for the front panel. So I'll show you what that looks like. So this is what it's looking like. I'm actually way happier. What I did not expect, I'll show you, is that this bra connected through the entirety of the band, but I actually needed that to happen. You see, I fixed the front so the flap is not crazy, and then pretty much what's gonna happen here, can you see my back? This?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna connect a belt between there, and I have to measure that, but that's pretty much what's gonna be there. And I actually don't mind, even though I had planned to join the back, I actually don't mind that it's open, and I don't mind just having the belt connected here and here remaining open. It's kind of cool. But this is what it looks like. Yay. And I actually may not even bother putting the straps to join here anymore. I don't know. I may not need it, but we'll see how I feel. I'll think about it. Yeah, this is what it looks like so far. This is me realizing that my needle will be stuck if I leave my bead in this way. So I have to rethink this method. And now I want to put it on the edges. I don't know how much threading through this can take, but we'll see. Okay, I don't know if I want to do it this way or by tying a knot underneath, but something tells me this way would be the easier way, so I might just keep it that way. This beading part is gonna take a lot longer than I initially realized. As everything is. Alright. I think this is where I'm gonna leave it for now. Tune in next time to see the development on the beads and the adding of the belt for the closure for the back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. Also, please like and subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram with Midnight Snack It. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell on your way out. Bye.